Starting support groups and maintaining and continuing support groups can have unique challenges. To start a support group means reaching outside of the silo of being a victim services provider, working with other systems and services that are already serving older adults to both train their staff, train advocate-based staff, and work together to identify who may want to be in a group. I think it also means considering where the group is held. Again, if it's a rural state, there sometimes can be challenges with that. The groups don't always have to be in the victim service organization. Sometimes that's wise for safety and confidentiality. If there is a housing complex with multiple apartments that numerous people identify they want a group, particularly not living with their abuser, and that they want the group there, the people in the group are in charge of that, so move the group out. The recognition that support groups for older adults may include the reality that they do have other things in their lives. And so for the support group itself to be honest about duration, length of time, is there any kind of consequence if somebody doesn't come to the group? In my opinion, there should not be. And then working with the individuals to tell us what they want for a goal for themselves and a goal for the group. So that what we know about support groups is that they may become more painful before healing starts moving forward. When you start telling why you're in the group, and frequently that is what happens, it brings forth the words that may not have been articulated with the pain. And so being really aware that that may occur so that people have a realistic expectation of the group.
We talk about issues that pertain to the older woman, like adult children versus childcare. Again, Social Security versus a job resume. Now, yes, there will be women perhaps in their 50s and even in their 60s that would still be interested in that, but the majority are dealing with different circumstances. Often, a support group for older women is the first time she has ever been validated that it's not her fault. It's amazing.
One, I would suggest that you be open to the location of the group. Most times we have facilities and we have agencies and shelters, and we feel like the group should be in the facility or the shelter because that's where, we provide services and this is the best place for them. Sometimes the facilities are not adequate for older victims. They need to be somewhere where they feel comfortable, maybe at a senior citizen center in the community, or maybe at some recreational elder facility that's already providing activities for them where they feel like they're going to be engaged in other things outside of the abuse. Sometimes we need to look and invest into the faith-based agencies and ask if their agency or their organization would be willing, or their church or synagogue or mosque would be willing to even support a group where they can go in and feel like they're being safe in their environment. We need to consider that these things do not happen overnight, because when you're making presentations at churches and different functions, or even we have a lot of rallies, I say we need to go everywhere possible, even if it's the Summerfest literature on the bus, malls, go think outside of the box to try to engage individuals into this safe place, because it's not easy to come somewhere and share your story with strangers, even if you feel like you're in the worst position ever in life as an older woman.